Day 63. 63 days of Bible reading. I think you are Bible fit by now. And Paul writes to Timothy in one of the chapters that we will read later on in the New Testament. He says, bodily exercise matters a little bit. What really matters is that we exercise ourselves towards godliness. And as you have been every day reading the Bible, allowing the Bible to transform your thoughts, to transform your actions, you have been exercising yourself towards godliness. And I know you are going to reap the fruit of that in your life. Luke chapter 19, we're carrying on with Luke chapter 18, the same theme of dealing well with our finances. And we've got Zacchaeus, a short guy. I love this story. He gets up in a tree so he can see Jesus, and Jesus calls him down from the tree and says, Zacchaeus, I want to come and have a meal at your house tonight. Zacchaeus must have been a really cool guy. He was a rich guy as well. He was a chief tax collector, and the Pharisees really didn't like him, and they didn't enjoy Jesus spending time with him. But as Jesus is with him, something happens in Zacchaeus' heart. And Zacchaeus becomes a Jesus follower. In chapter 18, we had seen a wealthy man decide rather to hold on to his finance than follow Jesus. And here we see a wealthy man say, I want to follow Jesus. There's immediate commitment to repentance, to give him away a portion of his money, to making right where he had been wronged. Then Luke recounts the parable of the miners, which is very similar to the parable of the talents. Once again, a story of a ruler giving money to his subjects. He entrusts them with that. And we see it's similar but different to the way told in the other synoptic gospels. And what's clearly happened here is Jesus has told the same story a number of different times. And that would have happened throughout his ministry. And speaking to different people in different environments, he would have changed the shell of the story, but the principle remained the same. And the principle here is faithfulness and fruitfulness are important in God's kingdom. We cannot just sit back. We have to engage with what God has entrusted us. And we have to deal really well and wisely with our finances. Jesus enters Jerusalem. The people are overjoyed, but Jesus, he is grieved on the inside. He knows the fate that awaits the city. About 40 years from this time, the Romans will attack and put the city to siege and completely pillage it. And Jesus prophesies that moment. And then at the end of this chapter, we see Jesus cleansing the temple. The people were working in the temple, and they had taken worship, something so beautiful and precious and pure before God, and turned it to an opportunity for profiteering. And God says, no, that's not the heart in my kingdom. We don't transform worship into opportunity for financial gain.